Hey everyone, welcome to another episode, the second episode of One Mic Conversations with Schizo and my mother.
Kay Sands.
So today we're going to be discussing all sorts of stuff. We're going to get into the Goosebumps episodes that we talked about in the first show, reaction to the NFL Sunday, go over our picks, and our pick for tomorrow night's Thursday night game. Okay, first off, I want to talk about the harrowing incident I had with coffee. I'm not a coffee drinker. I drink tea. I think coffee is disgusting. And this reinforces my opinion of that when I accidentally gulped down coffee thinking it was my teacup, and it's horrible. I don't know how anybody even drinks it. I know you drink coffee, don't you?
Yes, I do.
That's the coffee that I accidentally drank because you had left it there and I accidentally drank it. And because our cups we have those Dixie cups, 20 ounce. So I accidentally, I think, gulped down like 4 ounces, 2 ounces of it, and it lingers. I don't know how anybody drinks coffee. There's something wrong with you and with people, because the only way you can drink something that disgusting is if you're addicted to it. Okay? That coffee must be an addiction because it tastes like shit. It's horrible. And it lingers. I couldn't get rid of the taste for like 5 minutes, and I drank Gatorade and water and my tea. Drinking my tea with the coffee made it even worse. So I don't know how anybody drinks coffee. How do you drink it, Mom? I don't understand.
Very comfortably. It's
How?
enjoyable.
But it's
relaxing.
It's an addiction.
My moments of the morning.
Mom, it's an addiction. Okay?
Not an addiction.
Really? It's
a
not
comfort.
That's what an addiction is.
Not
okay,
really.
You're drinking something, number one, that tastes horrible. Number two, you won't talk or discuss or talk to anyone. Everybody's like this when it comes to coffee. They have a commercial that where there's a person, I think a guy walking Dunkin' Donuts, and somebody tries to ask him a question. He goes, "Not before coffee."
That's right. Not before the first cup.
Yeah, because you need your first fix.
No, you need your first relaxing moments to just drink your coffee and enjoy it.
That's an addiction. No, that's addiction. Okay.
You drink tea. What's the difference?
Because I can stop drinking tea right now and never drink it again. People cannot get rid of coffee so easily. Okay? One day we're going to do the history of coffee and see if there was ever an addiction. I know Coca-Cola is called Coca-Cola because there was actual Coke in it. Years and years and years ago, they put Coke in it. Actual Coke in it. So, but I mean, think about it. People cannot talk to people or function without getting their first fix of the morning. They don't just have one cup. They'll have other cups in the morning, and then they had to make it to where there's a decaf cup, so that way you can drink it later on in the day because of the addiction. Okay, they had to make a decaf to go along with the regular, so that way you can slow your addiction down throughout the day and wean you off of it so you can sleep at night.
There is half caffeine and half decaf also.
How does that make sense?
So you're not as up.
Yeah, but why do you have to make a decaf? Why can't it be regular for the morning and then you just don't need a decaf?
Why is there caffeine-free soda?
No, that's different because it's still an addiction. There's still an addiction for coffee. Soda, people are not addicted to soda. They can stop drinking soda. Okay? They're not going to go, before I had Sprite. They're not going to do...
Some people drink soda in the morning instead of coffee or tea.
Yes, but they don't go, not before I had my cup of Coca-Cola. Don't talk to me. Nobody says that. People say that about coffee. Not before my first cup of coffee, okay? They won't even listen to their children in the morning until after they had coffee. They have commercials to show how bad the addiction is of coffee to sell you more coffee. Okay, think about it. You have, I think, Dunkin' Donuts, or one of those. Don't they have it to where it's like they're groggy and they drink coffee, go, ah. That's to show that you need that addiction. that it is an addiction. They're admitting to an addiction in a video, in a commercial, and not get, wow. I mean, that's some marketing strategy right there. Oh, it was horrible drinking that cup of coffee. I gulped it down like, wait a minute, this ain't tea. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. and I had to drink. I mean, it lasted for a little while, and it was the most horrifying, one of the most horrible things and horrifying things I've ever tasted. I mean, oh God, how can anyone drink that? Oh my God. And then they have cold coffee, iced coffee. If hot coffee is disgusting as it is, cold coffee must be even more worse. I mean, think about it. Wow. I think about it. They came out with cold iced coffee because of coffee addictions around this country and the world. Wow. I mean, coffee is some sort of addiction. I mean, wow. It was horrible, disgusting. How do you even drink it? How old were you when you first drank coffee?
I don't know. Teenager.
All right. Why did you drink coffee? Like, what caused the first time to happen? Like,
I don't know. I don't know. I just decided.
Did that woman drink coffee?
Probably.
All right. Yeah, that was horrible, disgusting. Ugh. All right. Well, unfortunate news though. Suzanne Summers passed away earlier this week, I believe. So I was too young to watch Three's Company, I think, because it came out in the 70s, the early 80s, right? When did it? Do you remember when it was out? Hold on, let me look. Yeah, because it came out. She was on a lot of other stuff. Three's Company came out between 1977 to 1981.
Yes.
That was before my time, way before my time. But she was in a lot of other stuff before then. She was in an Anniversary Game. Did you see that? Did you watch that at all?
No.
Man Trap.
I don't think I watched
Lots of Luck.
I don't think so. If I did, I'd have to do a quick review to remember if I watched it.
I'm looking at her filmography on Wikipedia, television-wise. What about Rockford Files? Did you watch that? Do you remember seeing her in that?
I don't know if I saw her in that. I'd have to look at an episode. But I did watch the Rockford Files.
All right. Did you watch Sky Heist?
I don't know.
The $6 Million Man?
Yes.
All right, because I'm just listening up until Three's Company, what she was in. Starsky and Hutch, do you remember seeing her? She had 3 appearances, apparently.
I'm not sure. I'd have to, like I said.
But you watched it, though, right?
Yeah.
What about Match Game, 1977? You watched that?
Sort of.
Okay. The Love Boat, did you watch?
Yes.
Do you remember seeing her?
Not sure.
Tattletales?
I'm not sure if I watched that.
Three's Company you watched.
Yes.
So that's what she's most known for.
Yes.
And then she's most known for also, do you know the other show?
No.
Step by Step.
Oh, yeah. She did play in that.
Yeah, she was in Step by Step.
Yeah.
That was in...
80s, I think.
No, that was in the 90s. Because I remember,
90s.
I was alive then. I think she was in Step by Step, wasn't she?
Yeah, she did.
Because I'm looking for it.
She was in Step by Step.
Step by Step from 1991 to 1998. Yeah, so she was in Step by Step. Because actually, Step by Step and Family Matters, I think, moved to CBS at the same time because they weren't renewing it or something. I think it ran for 9 seasons. I could be wrong. Hold on, let me see Step by Step. 7 seasons. Okay, so it must have been 6 on one, and then 6 on ABC, 7 on 6 seasons on ABC, 1 season 7 on CBS. They knew with Family Matters that they both went at the same time. I do remember Step by Step. Step by Step was good for a while, but then towards the end it kind of wasn't that great anymore. But she got replaced on Three's Company, right? Because the contract dispute, right?
I believe that's what it was. She did get replaced.
Do you know who replaced her? Do you remember?
I don't remember the name, but I don't think she played like Suzanne's part as well as Suzanne played it.
Well, she didn't play the same character,
No,
but it was supposed to be kind of reminiscent of what she played.
Yeah.
It was on for 8 seasons altogether, Three's Company. John Ritter was in all of the episodes, and so was
Joyce DeWitt.
Joyce DeWitt, Janet, yeah. Let's see, who came in? Yeah, Don.
He was the landlord.
Yeah, well, what was the? Do you remember the character's name? Oh, here we go, right here. Let's. Does it say? All right, premiere picture. Joyce DeWitt. That's Suzanne Summers. All right, maybe they have the next. Who was the woman that replaced her? Let's see. Okay, here we go. Standing. Joyce DeWitt. John Ritter. That's Suzanne Summers? I guess it is. All right. I'm looking at the picture to see. Let's see. So who? Oh, cast changes. Here we go. Priscilla Barnes. Is that who replaced her?
Might have been.
She played Terry Alden. Was her name?
Oh,
was Terry?
I think
Priscilla Barnes replaced her. Okay, so yeah, so then she went. Okay. So Suzanne Summers had a long career. I mean, she started in TV. It says she started in Anniversary Game, whatever that is, 1969 to 1970. So that's 1969 in a movie. 1968 as a woman uncredited. So 69 was uncredited. So she's been since late 60s. Wow, she was around for a long time. And then she had those what was it? The stair, not the Stairmaster. It was that thing. Was it Thigh Buster, Thigh Master?
Might have been.
Yeah, because
one of them.
Yeah, so she had a career for a very, very long time. She was popular for about. Would you say she was popular for about?
She was popular with Three's Company and Step by Step. So other things.
So he was about like 20 years where she was probably popular. Because remember, she had that line of Thigh Masters. I thought it was Thigh Masters or Thigh Buster, Thigh Master, something like that. She had that line. I can't find what it is on here, but she had that. She also had the 2 shows that she was in. You know, she was in Three's Company, like we talked about. She was in Step by Step, and for a while she seemed to have bounced around. For a while, she was in another series called She's a Sheriff for a few seasons. And up until she got Step by Step, you know, she wasn't doing as well. So from 81 to 91, she was doing things here and there. But then 91 came along and she got Step by Step. So, you know, it's unfortunate that she, passed away. I think she was 76, yeah. So did you like her as an actress or?
Yeah, she was all right.
Okay.
She was all right.
All right, so now you watched the episode of Goosebumps that you said you were going to watch, right?
Yes, I did.
Now, the episode that you watched, okay, was Say Cheese and Die. Now, we watched that episode, the new one, and we watched the old one that was like 22 minutes. Now, what people may not know is that Ryan Gosling was the kid in the original Goosebumps television series in this particular episode concerning the Say Cheese and Die. And he was the one who was taking pictures, finding out that something's wrong with the camera or that, it told the future. What was your opinion of
the new one?
What did you like? Did you like anything about the old one? Was it as scary as you thought it was?
No. And I guess it was all right when you were little to watch it. But if you were little now, with the one that's out now, I wouldn't want you to watch it because
so you wouldn't want.
It might be for older kids, but I don't think for younger kids.
Yeah, because I was about 11, I think, when that came out on television. Maybe. I thought I was a couple years younger, but no, I was about probably 11. It came out in 95.
It just the new one has more of an eerie feeling.
You notice that I think that the older episodes were self-contained.
Yeah.
This one seems to be like a continuation every episode from the, you know, we haven't watched the second one. We'll watch the second one soon, but it seems to it might have a continuation with different elements of different books.
And I think
so. I don't know if it's going to be a whole new episode or if it's just going to continue and just add those other elements concerning those people. So I gotta watch. We gotta watch the other episodes. Go ahead.
It seems to be mostly at night too.
What that's happening in the series? No, there's daytime stuff.
Not so much.
All right. So, what were was it very scary or was it spooky? Like the new one.
The new one, I don't know. I think it's just more eerie and more. They put more to it than.
Well, the special effects are much different than they were for television 30 years ago.
Yeah, but it doesn't. It's not like a lighthearted type of mystery or scariness. It's a little bit deeper than that.
Would you say it's like the new what's her name? The character with the Hardy Boys.
Nancy Drew?
Yeah, would you say it's...
Yeah, what's up with that?
Well, you don't like the newer... Do you not like the newer...
No, it's...
We still got to watch... We got to watch that. We watched a couple seasons of it,
It's
but...
become, you know... Wait. Why is it like this?
What's different?
It's just...
Didn't Nancy Drew do those?
It's not a lightheartedness. It's more deeper.
Did you read the Nancy Drew books?
No, I didn't read them.
We're gonna have to read a Nancy Drew book to see how big the differences are. I did read some Goosebumps books when I was a kid, so so I know kind of how it was. It kind of the first one kind of matches what it's kind of about. Even this one a little bit. I think the special effects are better because it's so much. The special effects are cheaper to use now. Not only that, it's Disney Plus, so they have a whole big.
They're not as young as, like with Goosebumps. They were a little younger. They're a little older now.
Oh, in the second,
yes.
They're okay. They seem to be more. Well, no, those kids were high school kids, but they looked younger, kind of. Maybe.
I think the other kids. I don't think they were high school. Maybe they were 8th grade.
Okay.
That's how I thought.
Oh, you might be right. So you're gonna watch the next episode, not this moment. Now the next episode is gonna be called, let's see, Goosebumps 2023 TV series. We'll do the same thing. We'll watch the newer version of that episode, the title, and compare it to the other one from the original series that they did. Episode 2 is going to be called The Haunted Mask.
Great.
Well, what do you think that one's going to be about?
Probably actually about a mask, and if they put it on, who knows what could happen,
Well, and can they
take it off?
Okay. So, all right. So, looking forward to that. Also, let's see. All right. Also, I wanted to start doing as well every episode, starting with this one, it's a word of the day. And today's word of the day is screaming memes. It means extreme nervousness, anxiety, hysteria. Okay, that's the word of the day for today from dictionary.com. All right, so that's word of the day. Also, next time, I'm going to be adding there's a dream book that I have, and I'm very curious about dreams. So I'm going to add what a dream may mean. So we'll add that on the next show with another word of the day. Or maybe we'll do word of the past couple days. You know what I mean?
Yes.
All right. So we're going to go over our picks now from this past Sunday. So let's see here. I got it in front of me. All right, so Now, to begin with, last Thursday, we had already talked about it before we even did the first episode, that it was the Kansas City Chiefs over the Broncos. So we are both at the moment, before we go further, I'm looking at the notes here. All right, so I'm 1-0 so far. So are you, 1-0. All right, now we have the next one. Okay, so you picked Tennessee, and they lost.
Well, maybe next week they'll do better.
I picked Baltimore, 2-0. All right, now do you remember who you picked for Commanders and Falcons?
I picked the Commanders.
Yes, you did. The Commanders won, so now you are 2-1, and I am now 2-1. All right, Vikings.
I picked them.
All right, we both picked the Vikings, so we're both 3-1. So you picked the Vikings over the Bears. Do you know what you picked for the next one? I have it right in front of me, and I'll let you know.
Well, I don't. So
Okay,
what are the teams?
Well, Seahawks at Bengals. Do you remember who you picked?
Seahawks.
Yes, you did, and the Seahawks lost.
Oh,
So you are 3-2. All right, I'm 4-1. Okay. Do you know who you picked between the Browns and the 49ers?
The Browns.
Yes, you did. And the Browns won.
Yay.
So you are 4-2 so far. I am now 4-2. So up until then, we're okay. So you had the Texans and the Saints.
I thought I picked the Saints.
Let's see. Oh, you picked you picked the Saints.
Yes,
The Saints
I did.
lost.
Well,
So the Texans won. So you are 4-3. No, you know what? We'll go with the way I have it listed. Okay. We'll back up a little bit. Dolphins at the Panthers.
I picked the Dolphins.
We both picked the Dolphins. Okay. The Colts and the Jaguars.
I picked the Jaguars.
Okay. Yep. So
and
did I.
They won.
6-2. Yep. Now it's the Saints and the Texans.
We did that
Yep.
already. All
So
right.
you picked the Saints. They lost. So you're 6-3 up until now. I'm 7-2. We picked the Patriots and the Raiders. Do you remember who you picked?
The Raiders.
Yep. So did I.
And they won.
Yep. You're 7-3. I'm 8-2 up to now. The Lions and Buccaneers.
Lions.
That's right. We both picked the Lions. You know what? Okay. Cardinals and Rams.
I picked the Cardinals.
You picked Cardinals. I picked the Rams. The Cardinals lost.
Yeah.
So, all right. I picked the Rams. Jets and Eagles. You picked the Jets. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Okay. So you picked the Jets. I picked the Eagles. All right. So again, the Lions. I already did that. The Lions.
The Giants. The Jets.
The Lions won. So okay. All right. The Giants lost. Well, we got to talk about that game. I cannot believe what happened. But then against the Giants this season, it's been like that for some years now.
Yes,
So.
but I think.
Yeah, we'll get into that. Chargers and the Cowboys. The Cowboys won on Monday night, which I didn't like because I'm a Giants fan.
I picked the Chargers.
Yeah, we both did. So
who won on the Jets won?
So yes, the Jets won.
I picked the Jets.
And so if my calculations are correct, for this past Sunday, you have a record of 9-6. You were right about 9, wrong about 6. I was right about 10 and wrong about 5.
Wow.
So I beat you this weekend, and then we'll tally up the record for the
I did
end of the season.
pretty
Oh yeah,
good.
you did. You definitely did.
So now.
Definitely did. Okay, so, so before we get into we'll do this first. All right, now the Giants was horrible. I mean, the game was played better. The defense played better against the Bills, but then again, the Bills just, I don't think we're doing too well. So, I mean, at the halftime, to be slow to get to the line, a lot of these guys, especially Tyrod Taylor, and a lot of the offensive linemen have been in the game for at least a year already. They should have known to go right to the line to spike that ball as fast as possible. You cannot be gallylang. Is that it? Gallylang or whatever?
Maybe. But as I watched that game, the Giants, I thought, played their heart out. I thought they kicked their ass and everything.
Especially in the fight.
They kept the Bills from scoring up until the end of the third quarter, I believe. Yeah. They really showed they can be the Giants and win. Now, yes, there was that scrimmage on the field. Yeah, because not quite sure what
Williams
happened there.
And I think Tyrod Taylor was involved in it, and a lineman. And I think even Josh Allen, the Bills quarterback, he went up and I thought hit someone too.
I don't know what exactly happened there. But also, I just thought the Giants really played themselves well. Now, there were two definite calls at the end of the game.
One was actually called.
Right. But the thing is, it may not be this way, but it seemed like a little plan there. They made it so there was a holding call, which, gave the Giants a few more points to get to the end zone. But then...
A few more points? What are you talking about?
Well, yards, I mean, okay. But then there was that last play of the game.
Well, actually, when that pass interference or whatever happened, it was they were having a no time down, like end of regulation, zero right. on the clock, because right. It happened on that play, but the clock already went to zero, so they got one down with no time remaining. And what happened was when he threw the pass into the end zone, he was held. Waller, I believe it was Waller, was held. And,
right.
And
so I think right, that should have been a replay, but I felt like it was those two last calls, those two last plays were purposely done. And when it was done, I saw the coach of the Giants team just take his headphones off and throw it because he knew it was wrong.
And not only that, I think he was surprised by how close it was.
Well, you know what?
Yeah, I think he was surprised that they were doing that. And
it seemed a little like, Giants, they did that on purpose because...
at the end of the game, you try to do stuff like that to get away with it. And they got away with the second one, and they shouldn't have. It should have been a replay down, and they should have been having a chance to do that.
I think the Giants did really well. I think,
so they didn't do too bad, and I thought I read that Daniel Jones is feeling better. They went out and they signed some tackles. Hopefully that'll help. All right, now that we got that out of the way, Giants game and went over our picks, win and losses. Now we're going to pick Thursday night football for October 19th. October 19th, Thursday night football at 8:15 on Prime. The Jaguars 4-2 at New Orleans Saints that are 3-3. Who do you think is going to win?
Jaguars.
Jaguars again?
Yes.
All right. I also think that the Jaguars are going to win. So Jags, me and Jags, mom. All right. So is there anything special as to the reason why you think they're going to win, or do you just...
I just feel that the win. They seem to be playing good.
Yeah. So, there is... Let's see. Wait. Hold on. We might have to... Oh, no. There is no early game in like London or whatever. No, so we just have to do the Thursday night pick. All right, so that's who you think's gonna win. Thursday
Yes.
night is the Jaguars. So do I. All right, so that's how we'll end it. We went through everything. So all right, we'll anything else you got to add, Mom?
No, I think that about covers it.
Okay. All right. So our next show is gonna be Sunday. This has been Schizo and my mother,
K Sands.
and this has been One Mic Conversations, and we're out.